What should be the consequences for one of the biggest national security failures in U.S. history? At a minimum, the people involved should be forced to resign. But that's just a starting point. If there aren't prosecutions for at least some of these people, that is another huge mistake in the early days of the second Trump administration. I've mentioned over and over again that this cabinet is a parody of what a DEI cabinet looks like. The Republican narrative on DEI is that you hire a bunch of unqualified people to jobs that they aren't deserving of. If there's a cabinet that best represents how that would look like in action, it is the current Trump cabinet. And now what we have is coordination off non-official channels where top secret information is being talked about and coordinated without the proper protocols. At the center of this discussion is Pete Hegseth. But beyond that, you have just about every senior Trump administration official involved in a group chat on a publicly available off-platform messaging app that has a history of being hacked by Russian actors, and they're sharing attack plans with a reporter. If any regular military official did even 1/16th of what has happened on this Signal chat, they would be demoted in rank. What's going to happen with these people? You have the highest levels of the administration officials engaged in something that is clearly outside the bounds of proper security and privacy protocols. And to top it all off, as the hearings progress, these people have shifted from claiming that they didn't know what was going on, that all of it is made up, and now that the actual text, the entire thread has been released, they're backtracking and flailing to find an excuse for the clear breach of protocol. In fact, what makes this even worse is that one of the members that were in this group chat was actually in Russia during the time that the chat is happening, in the Kremlin, meeting with Vladimir Putin. And you're talking about a publicly available app that they're using for encrypted communication that has been hacked by Russians, and one of the members or parties within this chat is in Russia meeting with the Russian dictator. And to top that all off, that person, that Trump official, comes back to the US with a painting as a gift from Vladimir Putin to Donald Trump. This is yet another in a long line of incidents that clearly point out that this administration is compromised and there are assets of foreign governments infesting the entire organization. This should be the type of thing that kneecaps any administration and results in massive hearings and massive convictions. The question becomes, will Republicans in Congress have the guts to actually stand up and prosecute this criminality to the extent that it deserves to be prosecuted? Thankfully, nobody was involved in those chats that could have leaked that information ahead of time to put our service members at risk. But that also brings up another question. How many more of these offline Signal chats exist that we don't know about? What are they hiding? Because the purpose of Signal is to make sure that you can communicate, it's encrypted, and it's not discoverable because the company does not keep any of the logs. So what is this administration hiding? How many other chats are out there? And what are they plotting that is outside of the oversight elements of the government?